Hello everyone, welcome back to Toy Story 2. My name is Dario. In the last part, we took care of Owl's Spaceland and the Toy Barn encounter, where we fought a giant claw machine, or either way it was a giant toy of some kind. Whether it was supposed to be the claw machine, who knows at this point. And in this part, we're going to be tackling Elevator Hop, which is the first level that takes place in Owl's apartment building. You may remember this level from the movie, as we'll probably see right now. Yeah, Buzz and the gang make their way up to Owl's apartments through the elevator shafts. So yeah, they built a whole level based on, like, well, I mean, it is a pretty pivotal scene. And kind of from here on out, the game just, like, ever since Owl's, Owl's Toy Barn, the game kind of makes a point to stick more closer to the movie. Not saying it was completely off before. I mean, they did have to take some liberties. But, I mean, it kind of does make me wonder if, you know, oops. It kind of does make me wonder if those levels were based off of like an earlier draft of the script or something. Maybe Telltale Games was able to see something that, you know, like a beta, or not a beta, but, you know, drafts of the original script or something. As you saw that little trick of swinging up and landing on top of the little dumbbell looking things, I don't even know what they are. That's actually a trick I came up with. And it's not even... I mean, I say I came up with it, but I mean, it's nothing too special, so... But, I guess I just wanted to point out it's one that I came up with myself. I didn't look it up or anything, so... Because normally you're supposed to jump across, as you can see, there's like little electrical things going along. So, you know, just doing that makes it a lot easier. And what the hell, what is this, like, Chaos from Sonic Adventure? Like, what is this, like, blue monster blood? Like, what is this stuff? Like, this electrical... Like, this looks like a danger. Like, people could die here. Well, I mean, maybe everyone is already dead, because, I mean, this apartment building's very small. But yeah, so I was thinking about it before, and if I had to pick a level that was my least favorite, it would be this one, Elevator Hop. You really can't see it so far. You'll see it a little bit later, but it's a very, very vertical-oriented level. And as a result, if you do fall down, it is a long way to the bottom if you're coming from the top. So, I forgot to show that this is the grappling hook. This is what we need in the other level. Although it's looking like it's poking out of the box. Maybe we can, like, grab it a little bit? I don't know. Maybe there's some way to do that, like if I just swing into it or something. But either way, you give it to Potato Head, and he'll give you the grappling hook. And this is what we need. And when I said other level, I meant alleys and gullies to navigate to get to the rest of the tokens, essentially. Pretty cool. I was gonna say toy, but pretty cool accessory, I guess I'll say. Power up. Probably one of the most useful. And from what I've seen in earlier like reports, like online and stuff, the grappling hook was actually supposed to like be able to grapple to anything, not just these little targets. But maybe that caused issue with like later levels or just challenges overall, so they just decided to scrap it. Or maybe it was just too confusing to use, so that's why they did it. Once again, I think that's more of a case of The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time having some influence on games, because, you know, with the hookshot targets, I don't know, that's just a theory though. A game theory. No, I'm not gonna say that. I don't even watch like those people, and yet I still somehow know, just based off of like the various memes that come about. But as I was saying before, it's a very vertical oriented level. Not too hard once you get familiar with it, but the reason this is my least favorite is just because I just don't like how closed off it is. Like, it's cool. I mean, even my least favorite level is still a very cool concept, because it's, you know, you're in the elevator shafts of a building. And, you know, something that actually normally people can't really get to. Well, I mean, maybe small people. But, I don't know, I always say this for every level, it's very cool, but in this case, I think it is really creative the way they designed this level. But at the end of it, you're still just kind of stuck in a bunch of shafts. Like, look at this, like, there's nothing really cool or interesting to look at too much, so that's why it's my least favorite. But it's actually kind of straightforward, so you shouldn't be confused too much. The collectibles in this level, as you see in the top right, are little like toy mice, which is kind of funny because I guess it's supposed to play off the fact that, you know, apartment buildings have like mice and other little critters in there, but you know, collecting actual rats I guess would be too far, so they just decided to have toy mice, which is just funny. I don't know, I find it kind of cute. Maybe I'm just easily amused. Oh, and the other reason too is the music in this level is it's good, but it's, I don't know, it's very subtle, and I can appreciate subtlety, just not this much. So this is the first part of human interaction we're supposed to see, because you see this chair is obviously for humans, and this looks to be like a little switchboard for, you know, maybe like elevator repairman or something. I don't know how the hell someone's supposed to get in this though. Like, I'd assume maybe they come in through the top and slide down and sit here, I guess. This is a little air vent that takes you, so say you do fall down to the bottom, which I'll just use to demonstrate real quick, just to show. Oh crap. Well, anyways, you can see it goes all the way to the bottom, and this is back where you just were. So it basically just adds a shortcut. I probably just could have said that instead of wasting time to show it, but too late. But it does give you a sense of scale to how big this level is. This is a very, very huge level. It's not very long, but like I said, it's very horizontal, which is pretty cool in its own way. Or pretty interesting in its own way, I'll say that. I was editing some of the videos of the previous parts, and god, man, like, most of the videos came out good. Just my commentary, you could tell I gotta learn some synonyms or something. I gotta buy a thesaurus. I gotta buy a thesaurus. I gotta buy a thesaurus. I gotta buy a thesaurus, because I keep saying cool and just like and all this other stuff, which you don't notice while talking, but I mean that's something that like see right there. That's something that a public speaking class teaches. God, I keep getting interrupted. All right, well we're able to get that. Public speaking course. Public speaking courses like take care of those kind of issues, which is probably something I should look into doing. But what I was gonna say is that I usually get so excited that that's what ends up messing up my, like getting me tongue-tied basically. And this is a pretty simple puzzle. You see the little pictures that demonstrate what does what. Like with the construction yard, there is probably an order to it. I just don't bother with it. You know, it's one of the few it's only so many possible combinations, and I think I just got it because that opens up. So this is, I guess that's like the puzzle of the level, because that's the token for it. So we get our first token so far. That's pretty good, I guess. I don't know, I never liked that token because it was just so easy to get. It almost felt like a gimme. So something you want to do from the very get-go is, as you can see, you climb, you hop. Basically, you have to jump between these platforms on 2 different elevators to get further to the top. And what I'd recommend is at the very tippy top, there is another vent you can activate that sends you straight to there. I think it's that one that I'm pointing at right now. I recommend to get that immediately, so that way in case you do fall or miss your jump, you can easily just get back to the top. You don't have to do this tedious jumping back and forth again. So we're almost there. I think this is it. No, this is the race. All right, hold on. There it is. There it is. Hold on. Okay, we got it. This is actually also the level that me and my brother, when we rented the game from Hollywood Video, this is the level we ended on, because back then you could only keep a game for about 5 days, and I remember saying in earlier parts how, you know, we'd get stuck on levels, have to go back, this and that. So this is as far as we got when, you know, we rented the game at that time. So as far as I know, you cannot collect this. You cannot collect that token. Well, okay, why am I going slow? You cannot collect that token while it's going. You have to get it at the bottom. So, oh, cool. Did you see that? Oh wait, no, you probably didn't. I keep forgetting when I'm recording in, you know, 3:3. Actually, I can't see my screen right now, but you know, if it is poking through, basically I'm looking through the level right now. And I can't tell if it's doing that because I have a widescreen TV or just because I don't know, the game's not coded correctly. I don't blame the game though, it's not its fault. It's the other one actually, this one. Is it? I guess we're about to find out. So watch this, look at this. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. No, don't look at that, actually. Alright, well we get to do my favorite pastime of just throwing Buzz off of something. But seriously, look how huge this level is. I mean, this is quite a feat to put on an N64 cartridge. And look how high you fly in this one. Like, it took me like 8 seconds to reach the top. Like, that's a pretty big drop. It's pretty huge. And okay. So this is going to be the boss of this level, Spider, which, once again, I guess just to riff on the fact that, you know, dark and creepy ducks have spiders in them. Like, I don't know, I get why they probably did it. It's just kind of funny and cute. Although I never knew any spiders that could do this. Jeez. And this is pretty cool, I guess. You get the fans jump. It looks for a pretty cool boss battle. Although I don't know why I'm taking so much damage right now. It's kind of ridiculous. This boss was always a little bit challenging because he moves very quickly. You know, it would be interesting if at Al's Toy Barn, like, they had like the boxes for all these, like, the boss characters. See, if this game got a remake, which it never, ever, ever, ever would, that'd be something very cool to put in there. Damn it. But see, but that's the thing with movie-based games is that it's hard. Oops. Get out of my way. Okay. That's the thing with movie-based games is that, I mean, very rarely do they get remade, or I guess not even just movie-based games, just games based off of popular, like, intellectual property. Almost there, almost there. See, this is the other reason you gotta watch out. Okay, so I screwed that one up big time. You know what? I'm just gonna... The good thing is, though, is that you can just... the boss doesn't recover energy or health, so you don't have to worry about any of that being a factor. But what I was saying about intellectual property games is that, you know, there's a bunch of licensing issues usually. You know, you got to talk to the game developer, you know, who developed the game, and then you have to talk to the people behind it. You know, the people who own said property, and just all these legal loopholes you got to do. It's just such a hassle to remake some of these games. There we go. So where's he at? Am I too high for him to... Oh yeah, there he is. Just gonna quickly jump over here. There we go, jeez. Alright, so this is our third token, I believe. And... Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. That was completely unintentional, but I'll take it. So we almost got enough for Ham. And the other issue, or not the other issue, the other thing we got to factor in is that as we were falling, I don't know if you can hear it on the audio, but there was a squeaking sound. One of the rats is just crawling along one of these walls. And he's probably the hardest one to get. Let's try to get a good overview of this level on here. This is a good middle ground just to see. Kind of reminds me of Speed, actually, the opening cutscene. Or not the opening cutscene, the opening of the movie just in general. There he is. But, I mean, movie-based games don't hardly even exist nowadays, actually. Okay, am I stuck? Okay, whew. Movie-based games hardly even exist nowadays because most of the time they just make a mobile app. And, you know, instead of paying a developer to make these games that usually are forgettable and don't make as much money as they would like. And it's just overall easier. The only issue though is that a lot of times these apps never get updated. Like, see, I keep saying like. But in this case, they never do get updated, and a lot of times you just end up getting pulled or obsolete in some way. A good example is for Night at the Museum 3, they actually created this Hidden Pictures game for iOS. And by the time I saw the movie and saw like the trailer for said app, it was already like, got him. It was already like pulled from the App Store. I never got a chance to play it. Now I'm sure it's probably online. I gotta download it and install it on Android and all this other stuff, or who knows. But not worth the trouble. Versus this game, like, I don't know. When people say movie-based games like are typically bad, like, I don't believe them, because I've played so many great movie-based games, so many creative ones, and I know that's mixed in along with all the other bad ones. But the bulk of these are. The bulk of them, from what I've seen, are really remarkable and outstanding. And, I mean, it'd be awesome if Toy Story 4 got one. But as I was mentioning, they'll probably just do like an app or something, like dress up Woody and Buzz, or, you know. But kids aren't gonna know like the amazingness of this game. Like, imagine if this got re-released. Like, they just remade Toy Story 2 to promote 4. Like, that'd be, oh my god, I would have cried. I would have tears of joy coming off of my face for 2 hours straight. So the other issue we seem to be having is finding enough coins. I skipped a lot of them, I think. I might have to go back through the tunnels. Like, see, there's a coin just kind of like floating right there. And I'm just like totally having a ball just throwing off Buzz. Over at Target, actually, at this time, they have like $90 Buzz and Woody toys. And the reason they cost so much, I mean, there's cheaper ones too, but the reason those ones cost so much is due to like the quality. Like, they're really authentically made. And it's funny because I was looking at them and they were literally just the toys like of Woody and Buzz from the 90s. Because back then, those toys were high quality made versions. And it's funny how like back then they were probably like 30-40 bucks, and now they're you know, collector's items almost. It's crazy just what a few years can do. So I see some coins that I'm trying to get to. This is probably, it appears to be one of the hardest levels to get all the coins on. But all things considered, this level actually we got through it pretty fast. There we go. Alright, so if I just come back here and run through the tunnels some more, we should have enough. There we go. One more. I knew I skipped some coins. Buzz, no! Oh, about to get our first game over if we're not careful. See if I can make it through the level without dying. Doesn't look like it. Yep, there we go. Our first death. Halfway through the game, finally. I mean, to be fair, I was just being kind of sloppy, but I could afford to be. I got like 8 lives. There we go. Oh, dang it. I gotta like get all the way out of here. Hi, Rex. What do you have to say? Yeah, sorry, Rex. You don't really provide much use in this game. Although it makes sense that he's the person who gives hints, because, you know, he's like the game nerd, according to Toy Story 2. And let's get this last coin, or last token, I should say. Why does Ham need so many coins? Does anybody ever ask that question? Oops, dang it. Oh, wow. Well, I mean, I just would have jumped into the ceiling anyway. I guess it would have been kind of funny, but sadly, we're just gonna have to exit the level the traditional way. music to my ears. 50 on the dot. Alright, that'll about do it for this episode. We just completed Elevator Hop. Probably the worst level in the game, but even with that distinction, it's still pretty awesome. However, the next level is definitely going to be worthwhile. Owl's Penthouse. This level's truly a treat. But we'll see it next time. Till then, take care.